Every day in the news we hear about lives matter, black lives matter, everyone lives matter. But I think in San Bernardino County, when Ramos announced, and when I say Ramos, I mean the #1 law enforcement official, remember him, shiny badge, shiny shoes Ramos. When he came out and announced that only 3 of the officers would be charged and only 1 count each, I think that really what he came out and said, the only lives that matter to him, the only lives that matter to the people that he represents are policemen and their lives, his county deputies and his lives. I want you to take a look and watch up here, watch what the 10 deputies do. I want you to watch how they turn around and use a stun gun. I want you to watch and see how they use the stun gun to beat him repeatedly and repeatedly. I want you to see that he's handcuffed. And I want you to ask yourself one question. What if any citizen had done even one of those acts to a police officer? Would it have been attempt murder? Now, I'm not making the point that if the cameras weren't in the sky that Mr. Pusak would have been charged with 10 counts of attempt murder on a police officer but for the camera. I've already made that pitch. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's ridiculous when you watch this, and if we can do it again and run it again. It's so long, but if we could take a look, once again, take a look at all those punches and kicks and realize if that had been one citizen on a police officer, one, oh my God, he'd be looking at 50 counts. The sheriff and him would have been having Kleenexes and crying how somebody tried to hurt one of his boys. But instead they've made a shameful thing, not out of their officers. Now they're coming out and saying they relied on what each officer said. They shouldn't do that. They know they lie. They shouldn't be able to rely on each other. That idea that they heard on the recording, don't stop resisting, they could see it with their eyes. And by the way, that line about don't stop resisting, they completely say over and over. That's been going on for 20 years here, okay? But it's usually said by, when the police are beating up the citizen, they'll say, African Americans, stop resisting while we continue to beat the hell out of you. Disenfranchised citizens, stop resisting while we beat the hell out of you. That's really what's been going on. That line about stop resisting on their little belt tape, that's been going on for over 20 years. So the idea that the eyes are deceiving what the officers are being told, no, that doesn't wash. And you can see that in other cases when savage officers are beating a citizen and good officers stand by. They know not to enter the game. They know not to play in the game. This is a dirty, dirty thing when these officers are only charged with 1 count and only 3 of them are done. I hope the FBI investigation comes out better. We're waiting for the FBI investigation in West Valley. Every day, wake up, brush my teeth, hope to God to hear from the FBI. And if it wasn't for the FBI, San Bernardino County with Ramos and the sheriff would be Mississippi circa 1953. We need to take action. We need to record everything that goes on. And listen, why wouldn't he have charged them? The idea to charge him with 1 count, if he wouldn't have charged him with 1 count, all of Southern California might have been put on fire and burnt down to the ground. People are upset and angry at this. This was an insult. We've got the wrong people in the wrong jobs and we need to change. Remember, record it, report it, get it to my office, Jim Terrell, over to Sharon Bruner's office. Thank you very much.